Happy New Year. I hope you've had a wonderful, nutritious, delicious end to 2024 and you're ready to take 2025 and pull it out of the oven all hot and fresh. Because we're starting a new year, maybe we need a new weekly spread too. In this video, I'm going to give you some things to think about, some things to ponder, so that you can create the best weekly spread for you. But first, a few disclaimers. I use my bullet journal primarily for time management and planning. So when I say that I'm a messy minimalist, I mean that. I don't use my bullet journal to make book lists, grocery lists, or spreads that are purely artistic. If you're looking for a more artistic journal, this is not the video for you. There's the door. Goodbye. Oh, I was just kidding. Please stay. I would personally only recommend that you make the artsy journals if it's something that's going to draw you into using the journal and enhances the use of it as a time management and planning tool. What initially drew you to bullet journaling in the first place? And if you've been journaling for a while, how have your needs changed over time? Make a pro and con list or do some brainstorming. What is or isn't working for you in your current time management or planning system? And for me, I liked having all of my plans for the week in one place, organized for the way my mind works. But now that I'm eating 2025 for breakfast, lunch, dinner, second dinner, and snack, I probably need more structure for my to-do list and my appointments. Now think back to a time when you were little, like first grade, second grade, early 20s. How were you motivated and rewarded for doing a good job? In other words, how did you get your dopamine? You can tell me, was it stickers? Was it gold stars? Was it maybe an A+? What did your teacher give you when you were little, when you did a really good job in school? And is that something you could work into your weekly spread? How will you use the journal to manage your time on a daily basis? You're going to take 2025 and put it between 2 slices of sourdough with pickles and lettuce. How will you use the journal to manage your tasks? Will you have to-do lists? Will you have an open-ended, never-ending task list, which I don't recommend, or will you do something else? Next, think about how your eye moves around on the page when you're looking at your weekly spread. Think about how you want to move up and down the page when you are looking at your weekly spread, because that does make a difference. Now, I don't know anything about fashion, but supposedly, fashion icon Coco Chanel once said, "Before you leave the house, look in the mirror and remove one accessory." We don't know if she actually said that, but it sounds good. So anyway, the point is that less is more, and we could apply that to our bullet journals as well. So what is one thing that you could remove from your weekly spread? Are there too many lists? Are you trying to track too many habits at once? Do you have too many to-dos each day in your to-do list? And lastly, what do you want? What do you want your bullet journal to be? What do you want your weekly spread to look like? What do you want to feel and experience when you open your journal and see your weekly spread every day? I definitely recommend that you take about 5 to 10 minutes to just brainstorm and start to think about different ideas that you may have for your bullet journal. And again, what drew you to bullet journaling in the first place, and what you need to keep track of throughout your day that will help you feel more productive. So here's what I've been working on. These are some of my prototypes for my weekly spread, if you will. I like to just, draw it out on notebook paper, and this just makes a whole lot of sense to me, and it lets me be more free. If I know that I don't like something, I can try it again and again, and I don't have to worry about messing up my nice bullet journal. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it inspired you to create a weekly spread that works for you. And just don't feel pressured to just follow what you see on the internet, because you can always do your own thing. You can always try things out until you figure out what suits you best, because this thing is meant to help you manage your time and your brain and your activities and your habits, not anyone else's. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more journaling content, and please join me this coming Sunday when I'll be setting up my brand new weekly spread in my bullet journal. An upside down wave. Goodbye. See you Sunday. And then you are going to smother it with gravy. Gravy.